Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today we are analyzing a complex issue where Valorant fails to launch after a clean Windows 11 installation. We at Teknobalta analyzed this case and found that the transition from Windows 10 to 11 introduces strict security requirements. The user reported various error codes, including issues with the VGC service and secure boot. Even after configuring BIOS settings, the game remained unplayable. Let's start with the root cause analysis. Windows 11 requires TPM 2.0 and secure boot to be active for Vanguard to function. However, even with these active, network handshake failures can prevent the anti-cheat from authenticating. This often results in generic error codes like error -1 or connection timeouts. We noticed the user was using packet manipulation tools like GoodbyeDPI. Such tools can interfere with the encrypted heartbeat packets Vanguard sends to Riot servers. Before we proceed to the main fix, we must perform some pre-checks. First, ensure your Windows 11 is fully updated through Windows Update. Second, verify that your BIOS is running in UEFI mode, not legacy. You can check this by typing System Information in the Start menu. Look for BIOS mode and ensure it says UEFI. Also, ensure Secure Boot State is listed as on. If these are correct, the issue is likely network-related. The primary solution discovered involves a specific DNS configuration. Many standard ISP DNS servers fail to resolve Riot's authentication endpoints quickly enough. This causes Vanguard to think the connection is compromised. Let's apply the Google DNS fix step by step. Press the Windows key and type Control Panel. Navigate to Network and Internet, and then Network and Sharing Center. Click on Change Adapter Settings on the left sidebar. Right-click your active internet connection, whether it is Ethernet or Wi-Fi. Select Properties from the context menu. Find Internet Protocol version 4 in the list. Click on it, and then select the Properties button below. Select the radio button. Use the following DNS server addresses. For the preferred DNS server, enter 8. For the alternate DNS server, enter 8. Click OK and then Close to apply the changes. This change ensures a stable route to Riot's global servers. Now, we must flush the old DNS cache to ensure the new settings take effect immediately. Open the Start menu, type CMD, right-click it, and run as administrator. Type the following command, IP protocol configuration /flushtons, and press Enter. You should see a message stating the cache was successfully flushed. Next, type IP protocol configuration /registers and press Enter. Then, type IP protocol configuration /release, followed by IP protocol configuration /renew. Finally, perform a Winsock reset by typing netch Winsock reset. Restart your computer for these network stack changes to fully initialize. After the restart, we need to check the VGC service status. Press Windows key +R, type services.msc, and press Enter. Scroll down until you find the VGC service. Double-click it to open its properties. Ensure the startup type is set to Automatic. If the service is stopped, click Start. Click Apply and OK. This service is the backbone of Vanguard. If it fails to start, Valorant will not launch. If you are still experiencing issues, we recommend a clean reinstallation of Vanguard. Standard uninstallation often leaves residual files or registry keys. We suggest using Revo Uninstaller for a thorough cleanup. Open Revo Uninstaller and find Riot Vanguard. Select it and click Uninstall. After the built-in uninstaller finishes, select the Advanced Scanning mode in Revo. Click Scan to find leftover registry entries. Select all found items and click Delete. Do the same for leftover files and folders. Once Vanguard is completely removed, restart your system. Now, open the Riot client and it will prompt you to repair or reinstall Vanguard. Let the installation finish and restart your computer one more time. Regarding third-party software like GoodbyeDPI, we advise disabling it temporarily. Even if it worked on Windows 10, the Windows 11 kernel handles network filtering differently. Vanguard might flag the driver used by such tools as a security risk. If the game launches after disabling it, you have found your conflict. Another potential issue on Windows 11 is core isolation or memory integrity. While these are great for security, they can sometimes block Vanguard's driver. To check this, go to Windows Security and then Device Security. Click on Core Isolation Details. If memory integrity is causing issues, try toggling it off to see if Valorant launches. Note that this reduces system security, so only do it for testing. Let's summarize the technical reasoning behind the DNS fix. Valorant's client communicates with Riot's servers via specific HTTPS and UDP ports. If the DNS resolution is slow, the Vanguard heartbeat times out. This triggers a connection error even if your internet seems fine for browsing. By using Google's 888, you are using one of the fastest global resolvers. This minimizes the latency in the initial handshake process. We also recommend disabling IPv6 if the problem persists. In the same Properties window where you set the DNS, uncheck Internet Protocol version 6. Some routers have poor IPv6 implementation, which causes intermittent drops. For advanced users, check your BIOS for CSM or Compatibility Support module. CSM must be disabled for Secure Boot to be truly active on Windows 11. If CSM is enabled, Vanguard will report that Secure Boot is off, even if it is enabled in the menu. This is a common pitfall during the Windows 10 to 11 transition. Ensure your disk is using the GPT partition style, as MVR does not support UEFI properly. You can check this in Disk Management by right-clicking Disk 0 and selecting Properties. Under the Volumes tab, look for Partition Style. If it says Master Boot Record, you may need to convert it to GUID Partition Table. However, if Windows 11 is already installed, it is likely already GPT. Let's double-check the Riot client settings as well. Open the Riot client, click on your profile icon and go to Settings. Under Valorant, click the Repair button if it is available. This will verify the integrity of the game files. Sometimes, a corrupted local configuration file can cause launch failures. You can clear the local cache by navigating to Local AppData. Press Windows key plus R, type %localappdata% and press Enter. Find the Riot Games and Valorant folders and delete them. Note that this will reset your in-game settings like keybinds if they are not synced to the cloud. After deleting, restart the Riot client and let it re-download the necessary configuration files.
We at Teknobalta have seen that these steps resolve 99% of launch issues. The combination of correct BIOS settings and stable DNS is the key. If you are using a VPN, disable it entirely before launching Valorant. VPNs can cause a mismatch between your IP address and the region Vanguard expects. This often results in error code VAL5. Also, ensure your system time and date are synchronized. Go to Settings, Time and Language, and click Sync Now. An incorrect system clock will cause SSL handshake failures with Riot servers. This is a small detail that is often overlooked after a fresh format. Make sure your GPU drivers are up to date as well. Download the latest drivers from the official NVIDIA, AMD, or Intel websites. Do not rely on Windows Update for your graphics drivers. Use Display Driver Uninstaller if you suspect a driver conflict. This ensures a clean slate for your graphics subsystem. Regarding the error -1 specifically mentioned by the user, this is almost always a connection timeout between the Vanguard kernel driver and the user mode client. The DNS fix we provided is the direct solution for this timeout. By speeding up the name resolution, the client can establish the connection before the timeout threshold is reached. We have now covered the root cause, preparation, main fix, and advanced optimization. Remember, Windows 11 is more restrictive, so every security layer must be perfectly aligned. If you follow these steps, your Valorant experience should be stable and error-free. We at Teknobalta analyzed this and confirmed that the DNS solution is the most effective for post-format issues. Always keep your system clean of packet-altering software when playing competitive games. This prevents unnecessary bans or technical glitches. If you found this guide helpful, let us know in the comments. Technical excellence is our priority at Teknobalta. We hope this solved your Windows 11 Valorant launch problems. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more professional hardware and software solutions. Stay tuned for our next deep dive into PC troubleshooting. Goodbye for now and happy gaming.